Okay, so this is just came out of nowhere. And yes, this happened on Memorial Day. So what happened is that PacSun thought it was a good idea to have a t-shirt up for display because, hey, they're the only guys that have apparently gotten the opportunity to sell this shirt because this shirt is made by ASAP Worldwide, and ASAP Worldwide is associated with the famous rapper ASAP Rocky. Yeah, so this kind of offended a shit ton of American citizens, and I really don't blame them. And what happened was that the shirt had the American flag upside down. You know that's real. It's fucked up. Really fucked up. Also, do keep in mind that having the flag upside down is a violation of U.S. flag code. Alright, and it's very highly offensive to American citizens. Alright, so do be careful. Do not hang the American flag upside down. It is a dumb idea. Don't do it. What I really think of the incident is that it's this odd, controversial incident that just popped out of nowhere, and it's one of the odd, controversial ones that just popped up after the events of 2014, and of course, early 2015. As some of you may not be aware, we had Gamergate, that backfired, Hatred made its debut, and that didn't go so well. It got a lot of backlash. It got an adults-only rating, and however, you're not supposed to use the adults-only rating unless the game has full frontal nudity and highly detailed sex scenes. If there is constant sex scenes without, then you need to rate the game adults only. Hatred just only had blood and gore and violence, and that got an AO rating somehow. And also there was Anita Sarkeesian's Feminist Frequency miniseries, Tropes versus Women in Video Games miniseries. There was a lot of sayings about how this miniseries was saying about how video games are being sexist and misogynistic towards women and etc. And however, let's go ahead and fast forward after we talk about the interview. And it was that movie with Seth Rogen and James Franco, and it was supposed to be where they're supposed to go into North Korea and assassinate Kim Jong-un. Sony was mysteriously hacked. People are saying it's North Korea, but we really don't know if it's either North Korea or someone else who is trying to be a peacemaker thing. And also, there was supposed to be a game where you play as Kim Jong-un, and it was supposed to flat out make fun of Kim Jong-un, but that was scrapped entirely. The interview was nearly up for cancellation. It was canceled, but it was then brought back up. But also, let's go to early 2015. There was a poster that ended up being under fire, and there was a DC variant comment that went under fire, and it had to be pulled. And this is just, it just boggles my mind. And after these events, there was one odd, bizarre incident where there was a game where you do nothing but shoot and kill gay people. And that just came out of nowhere since this. Now, we have an American flag being held upside down in a t-shirt. Okay, I'm going to repeat this. A t-shirt that had the American flag upside down. And this is the second odd controversial incident since the events. And this kind of freaks me out. You know what, I should go ahead and put it in a less dramatic way. It kind of really concerns me to its greatest, because somebody who would make this game that's all about shooting and killing gay people would know that this kind of game is highly offensive, and someone who would make a t-shirt and have it up for display, which involved an American flag being upside down, it seems to be obviously really, really highly offensive, and this guy pretty much knows that this was obviously going to offend some people, so this really kind of concerns me. Now, the guy who would go out of his way and make a video game that's all about shooting the gays would very likely be this type of guy who would go and who has heard about all these incidents and are probably wanting to get a good run out of trying to offend everybody so they can get people's priceless reactions. So basically, they were just getting a run. I would kind of see PacSun. I think PacSun is very less likely to do it, as PacSun is the seller of the shirt. PacSun, they weren't kind of thinking straight. They were probably thinking, oh, hey, this is part of ASAP Worldwide. This is associated with ASAP Rocky, that famous rapper. We got to put it up on display. And then they weren't kind of thinking straight. As for ASAP Worldwide, I really hope this was an accident. Because if this wasn't, then that kind of says that, I really hope, if this wasn't accident or not, I really, really hope ASAP Rocky, really didn't approve of this. Because whoever made that shirt knew for the fact that this would probably piss off and, of course, disgrace Americans. And by doing this, he knows for a fact about the reactions. And he wants to see how we lose our fucking minds. And that could be the entire purpose of that shirt. And if that is the problem, then we got another fucking problem. Somebody's been getting a hold of all the recent events, Gamergate, the hatred, the interview, all that shit that happened late 2014, early 2014, and came up with the decision to, hey, let's take controversy to a new level. Let's use controversy to, tease a mass demographic of people. And I think that can be a real fucking problem. If that is the case, that's a fucking problem. All in all, I really hope this whole PacSun upside down flag shirt thing was actually an accident and not something that was made with the intention of getting offended people out of it. And, of course, seeing people's reactions to it. Alright, that is all. Tune in to the next video.